Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol FUBO, Fubotv Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Fubotv Inc. has had a run today, right? You can clearly see here how resistance was definitely used as a support. Very clear there. And it's very important to keep that in mind, why these resistance levels and support levels are so important. Now, a lot of people might want to hear this, and most people want to believe this, that we hit the bottom, that this was the bottom, 23, 22. Well, I don't want to say that just yet because of the fact that this was such a wild run, and there's a lot of investor sentiment on cutting losses, right? Some people probably got out from this point, high point here at $30 out, and that's why we're seeing it slightly fall. And they're taking their losses or breaking even. And instead of taking a larger loss down here, they got out of it now at that point. That's most likely what's happened so far. And I want every single investor to be aware of that. Some investors probably jumped in and they're getting out towards the end of the day because of the uncertainty. Now, when we pull up the MACD, right? Pull up the MACD and you see that there. You see how this ran up, it pulled itself up, and it's quickly going back down. And we're already showing signs of the first red candlestick. And the candlestick here that is aligned with that red bar is 200 in volume. That's very low. But the one before it is 100, and the one before that is 56, and the one before that is 49, and the one before that is 63. Altogether, there is almost 200 and some change in volume, and it's pulling it down. Most of it has been sales rather than purchases. So the MACD is showing us very clearly that this is on its way back down, right? We need to watch it carefully, because if these red bars grow, not like this small one, not like this small one here, but like this one right here, we will see a hard pullback from where we just saw this come back up. Now, a lot of investors want this to be, right, at $23, the bottom. Any investor would want that, right? We want to actually start seeing this run up. Well, the analysis is still out there. The articles are still out there. And there's still that sentiment about Fubo. And a lot of investors are in Fubo right now and stating whether, questioning whether they want to be here or why are they here. And also, was this really a good play? A lot of investors are asking themselves that right now. And that's okay. That's fine. Especially the position that anyone would be in. Now, I do want every single investor to pay close attention, though, to the numbers I'm about to share and to everything I'm about to share with you guys about Fubo. Great run for Fubo, but not strong enough to stay up. It's already going in that downward direction. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. For this to already going that steep down, it's not a good sign. Look how it's done it before. Kind of comes up, then it kind of bounces up, kind of comes down, and then it comes back up. And that's how we got all this run here. That's not a good sign what's going on here. This was way too fast. Fast up, fast down. And we're already seeing red appear. The only way this red can disappear is if it turns into light red. And I hardly have ever seen dark red go straight to light red. Like right here, barely happened. That was one time in the whole chart. And I've barely seen it in any chart. So there's more red bars coming. And we need to watch them carefully towards the end of today and leading into tomorrow. So I want every single investor to be aware of this. Don't get blinded by the movement that the stock has made today, thinking that, we're now going to the moon. Now, doesn't mean that because the MACD is showing that, and because I'm stating that, and because I'm seeing that I'm correct. But I want you guys to also be aware of the fact on how this is moving and what the indicators are showing. Now, because indicators show this doesn't always mean it's perfect, but you could see that here with the simple moving average, the closer moving average, it touched right there and it bounced off of that. That was a good indication, and the MACD was probably showing indications as well. It used resistance as support, broke through the 50-day moving average, and here we are already below it, and we're pretty below it. Like, this is way up here at 29.17 and we're at 27. As long as we stay below this indicator here, you could see it here. Usually once you're below it, you stay below it for a little bit and it pulls you down, and it pulls you down about $1 or $2. So we need to watch this carefully. If it comes right back down and levels off in this area from yesterday's resistance and support, or if it goes any lower, or if it stays above the resistance and kind of hangs out between the 50-day moving average and the resistance from yesterday to today, which was $24.99, $25. So we have to watch this carefully. Great run today, and I could see just by the behavior of the stock that people are actually, and investors and people are actually getting out of this one. They're running out of Fubo. They rather take a smaller loss and get, $6 back, because this was at $24 and some change, and this ran up to 30 and some change, $6 back per share, than to have lost those $6 per share down here. So a lot of people aren't up for the hold. A lot of people are uncertain because we still have, a few things to wait for moving forward. And then we have the whole entire issue with that $8 and then other analysis, throwing it down there at that low. And then we have other analysis throwing it up to $60 moving forward, 12 months from now. We're going to have to see, because I stated it yesterday. We want to catch as much as possible the bottom. This seems to be the closest bottom we've reached right now, but I don't want to call it the bottom yet because we're already seeing a pullback. MACD is showing that we're going back in that direction, and it could be a surprise out of nowhere to all investors that this ran up and it's already going back down. So we need to watch it carefully. Now I want to move this to its new location, and I want every single investor to be aware of these numbers. And all of the numbers I'm about to share with you guys are very, very important numbers. So the low from yesterday, which was 23.23, most important support level right now, like the most. Very, very important support level. The 50-day moving average is 27.22. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. So we want to keep that in mind, and we want to pay close attention to how the stock's reacting if it breaks through it. Quickly after it, we have our support, and our support is 26.80. We need to watch this support level very closely. If that gets broken through, we have the next one up here at 24.08, and then we have 23.22, 23.23, give or take, being the lowest point we've seen this stock reach. And if that gets broken through, we will start to see newer lows. And it seems to have been the bottom so far, but I don't want to call it yet unless we see the bulls reappear, and we'll have to see how this continues. Now, a lot of investors are jumping in on this due to also fear of missing out, just becoming aware of this. And when you look at the chart, it kind of looks like it came back down from the highs and it's leveled off around, the area before it ran up. There's an opportunity here. There's room. And there's no reason why this doesn't come back up. I'm not saying that this can't come back up, but I'm also wanting to say that the downward trend might not have come to an end. And we need to watch it very carefully. Now, I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. But the MACD and the simple moving average that's closer are showing all signs of this getting pushed down further. So we definitely want to watch this carefully at 26.80, then $24, and then 23.23 being the most important point. If that gets broken through, we will see newer lows. Lows that we haven't seen this reach since the peak up at $60 plus. Now, our resistance is 30.78, and that needs to be broken through by the bulls. If they don't accomplish that, they are going to lose control over the chart. If they just hang out sideways, the 50-day moving average will come back up and actually cross over the price, giving more leverage to the bears to tear this one down. So you want to keep that in mind as well. So 30.78 needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below and thoughts. You guys are more than welcome to share how you feel. If you want to go ahead and rebuttal what I'm stating, you're more than welcome to as well. I look forward to seeing what your statements are and why it is that you feel the way you feel. And those of you that agree with me, what do you think is going to go on moving forward? Do you really think this is going to reach closer to $8, $10, $15? Or do you think that we've hit the bottom here at 23.23 and this can continue to work its way up as long as the bulls hold this up from breaking through the support levels that we're going to watch moving forward? As always, if you learned something new and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.